Welcome to Star and Story, where tales come alive. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join our family for more heart-touching, unforgettable stories like this one. And if you're already part of our journey, thank you for keeping the magic alive. Today's story is one you won't forget. A love born in the rain, tested by time, and reunited by destiny. So, grab your headphones, close your eyes, and let the rain guide you into this world of love and longing. The Promise in the Rain. The first drops of rain had just started to fall over the small town of Belhaven, a place where life moved slow, and love stories were often whispered rather than told. The street shimmered under the silver curtain of drizzle, and in the midst of it all, a young man named Adam Carter sat inside the Old Town Library. His brown hair was messy, his shirt slightly damp from the walk, and his eyes were lost between the lines of a book. He wasn't reading. Not really. He was just waiting. For her. Her name was Hannah Miller. The girl with a laugh so warm it could melt the coldest rain. She had this habit of tucking her hair behind her ear every time she got shy, and Adam had noticed it the very first day they met, 3 months ago, when he had accidentally picked up her notebook instead of his own. That moment, as small as it was, had changed everything. Chapter 1. The First Rain Together. Hannah entered the library with a little gasp, brushing water off her coat. "Rain caught me again," she said, smiling at Adam as if the weather was some shared joke between them. Adam smiled back, closing his book. "Maybe it's not the rain catching you. Maybe it's you chasing it." Hannah tilted her head, curious. "And why would I do that?" "Because," Adam said softly, "you look happiest when it's raining." That was the first time she blushed in front of him. They spent hours that afternoon in the library corner, listening to the rain against the windows. When they finally stepped outside, the rain had slowed to a mist. Adam walked her home, and halfway through, Hannah stopped, looking at the wet pavement glistening under the street lamps. "Adam," she said, "can I ask you for a promise? Anything. If one day we ever get separated, promise me that when the rain comes, you'll find me. No matter how many years pass, no matter where we are, find me in the rain." Adam didn't hesitate. "I promise." Chapter 2. Days of Sun and Rain. The weeks that followed felt like something out of a dream. They met almost every day, sometimes in the library, sometimes in the little coffee shop that smelled of cinnamon and old books. Rain or shine, their conversations flowed like music. On Hannah's birthday, it rained. Adam showed up at her doorstep, drenched, holding a bouquet of wildflowers he had picked from the hillside. She laughed, pulled him inside, and they ended up dancing in her living room while thunder rolled softly in the distance. The rain became their thing. It was more than weather. It was their language, their connection. But life, as it often does, had plans neither of them saw coming. Chapter 3. The Goodbye. Adam got the letter in early spring, a scholarship, once in a lifetime, at a university across the country. He told Hannah the news one evening as they sat under the library's high windows, rain dripping steadily outside. Her smile faltered, but she tried to hide it. "That's amazing, Adam," she said, her voice tight. "I don't want to go if it means losing you." She reached across the table, taking his hand. "Don't say that. You have to go. You've worked so hard for this." They both knew distance changes things, but neither of them spoke the fear out loud. Before he left, they stood under a street lamp in the rain, their clothes clinging to their skin, their hearts heavy. "Remember the promise," Hannah whispered. "I'll find you in the rain," Adam said, holding her close for what felt like both a beginning and an ending. Chapter 4. The Silent Years. At first, they called, texted, sent emails. But time zones, busy schedules, and the quiet weight of distance made those conversations less frequent. Months turned into years. Adam's studies consumed him, and Hannah, she built a life of her own. He heard from mutual friends that she had moved to another city, working as a teacher. He didn't try to reach out, partly out of fear, partly because he didn't want to know if she had moved on. The rain still reminded him of her, but instead of warmth, it now brought a dull ache. Chapter 5. The Return. 5 years later, Adam returned to Belhaven. It was late autumn, the skies heavy with clouds. The town looked smaller than he remembered, the streets quieter. That evening, as he walked past the old library, the first drops of rain began to fall. Something in his chest tightened. The drizzle turned into a downpour, soaking him in seconds. And then he saw her, standing under the awning of a bookstore across the street, holding a cup of coffee, her hair a little shorter, but her smile exactly the same. She saw him too. For a moment, they just stared, rain cascading between them like the years that had kept them apart. Then Adam stepped forward. Chapter 6. The Promise. Kept Hannah's voice trembled. "You came back." "I promised, didn't I?" She laughed softly, tears mixing with the rain. "I thought maybe you'd forgotten." "I couldn't. Every rain reminded me." They stood there, letting the rain soak through, not caring about the world rushing by. Adam took her hands in his, the same way he had years ago. "Hannah, I don't want to lose you again." She smiled, that same shy tuck of hair behind her ear. "Then don't." And just like that, the years melted away. The rain that had once been their language became their reunion song, each drop carrying a memory, a promise, a love that had waited patiently for its moment to bloom again. Ending note for video. Some promises are stronger than time, stronger than distance, stronger even than the silence between two hearts. And sometimes, all it takes is a little rain to bring them back to life. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Star and Story for more tales that touch the heart and stay in your soul.